I hope you can hear me. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully more people join, but if not, it's fine. I don't mind giving you, all the answers anyway. So it's so dark in here. Um, yeah, I mean, if you just want to start asking questions, I'm here for, until 12:30. So I'll be here to answer any of your guys' questions. Let me see. Using video funnel for leads. Wow, we have two Noahs in here, huh? That's funny. Okay, yeah, you guys just start. Okay, cool. So Noah Bloom, are you primarily using your video funnel for leads? I mean, the video funnel is used to get our cold leads to turn into warm leads. I use multiple, prospecting methods to out as far as outreach. We do a whole lot of outreach to get in contact with potential clients. From there, we send our potential clients or our prospects to our website. Yeah, the one link to my LinkedIn. So that's pretty much the main goal, is to get prospects to watch that video. That's why the video funnel is in place, and the purpose of that is to turn our cold audience into warm audience. So that way, by the time they schedule a phone call, they already know what we do. If they watch the entire video, they have an idea of the pricing. That way, we get to skip the discovery call and everything and things like that. So by the time they hop on the call, I mean, they should already have a solid idea of what services we offer. And it makes it a lot easier to close clients. And not only that, but it saves you a lot of time as far as having to explain your services and sell your services in the discovery call, and that could take up to multiple calls. So that's why I highly recommend a video funnel. However, it's different for everybody. You could, the main purpose is to provide some type of value, right? So in my case, I use a video because I'm obviously I'm comfortable in doing the video and it works for me. But other people, they send out ebooks. They have some type of lead magnet where they can provide some kind of great value, turning that cold prospect into a warm prospect. So by the time they hop on a call with you, they already like you, trust you, whatever it is, and it makes it that much easier to sign them on and turn them into a client. Noah, Noah Ward, this one is your question. The biggest question I have is, are there any tips you could give about messaging prospects? I had very little results, but when people do reply, they say that it is way too salesy. So if you could kind of let me know what your current messaging script is right now, then maybe I would be able to give you a better recommendation. So I don't know what your messaging looks like, but if you're coming off too salesy, chances are you're probably maybe trying to sell in the first one. For example, I was starting to target dentists. However, from my research, dentists have said that there are not many dentists who read those emails. From my research, they tell their front desk to send them to the trash box. So maybe your messaging is not appealing enough, because maybe it's not appealing as much because, like I said, these businesses, and it's not just dentists, it's every single niche. I mean, they are getting marketing emails, calls, you name it, every single day. So it's not just dentists. Don't think that because you've gotten this type of response with dentists means that it's gonna change for any other niche, because I'm in one of the most competitive niche in the legal field, and believe me, attorneys, they get a ton of marketing calls and emails every single day. It is probably one of the most competitive niches, and it's pretty advanced, I would say. I don't know why I got into it. My buddy was actually into it, so that's how I really got into it. But with the legal space, is actually pretty competitive compared to other niches. So what I would suggest you do, Noah Ward, is you got to change the angle on your your email or whatever, however whatever message you're sending out. So try not to come off as salesy, come off as more value. Like, how can you give value? Because put yourself in their shoes. All right, imagine yourself receiving 20 to 50 emails, calls every single day, right? So they say that they get about 15 to 20 marketing emails a day. It is really hard to stand out. So I would say shorten your email. So the purpose, and I want you to really listen on this. This is really key right here. So whatever you're messaging out right now, you probably have 2-3 paragraphs in your cold messaging, whatever outreach. I want your only goal to be in that initial message is to get a response. Don't worry about your services. Don't worry about lead magnet or sending them to some type of funnel or anything. The primary goal of that initial message is to get a response, because if you can get a response, that means you have now landed in their inbox and they're more likely to open up your message and read it the second time, right? So whatever you're messaging right now, shorten it to maybe even one sentence. And I would say something like, are you currently accepting new patients, or new whatever they call their customers, new patients, customers, clients, right? And just leave it as that, right? Very very short, very straight to the point, and it leaves a lot of curiosity. So they're gonna be like, yes, we are currently accepting new clients, patients, customers, or whatever, right? And then in the second email, you can kind of build rapport and build that conversation and lead them into your whatever you do, right? So it's not just, hey, my name is Noah. If you want to learn more about lead generation for your dentist, then go to this website. I've done it, blah, 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 right? Boom, you're just another marketer, right? So initial message, just go with a very simple, straight to the point. Hey, are you currently accepting new patients? That's it, right? And I wouldn't even put a signature at the bottom. You don't have at the bottom. It might say Noah Ward, founder of Noah Ward lead generation company. Like, I would just leave all that out. Just pretend you are a regular person, and then getting a response to that initial message. Part 2, I just got here. So sorry if you already said, but is the VSL the first thing you send them, or do you go back and forth with them for a bit? So the VSL is the main objective. That's the main thing that I want them to see. And the other main thing that I want them to do is also schedule a call with me. So some businesses, they don't have time to go through the VSL funnel, to watch a video and things like that. So what they would do is they'll, they don't want to watch the video and they just want to schedule a call instead. So if that's the case, then I would just tell them, hey, this is my calendar link, schedule a call, and then we can hop on a call. But I really try to gauge, where they're at. But right now, as far as like my system, I'm sending them to my VSL just because it's automated at the moment. And I know that if they watch a VSL and schedule a call, that means that they are a warm lead. So I don't have to hop on a discovery call to explain our services. The VSL does all that for me. Do you include content management or the social media channels in your $2,000 lead gen package? So I've actually raised it to like $2,500 now, just an extra $500. But to answer your question, no, I don't manage any of their social media. This is strictly just lead generation. I don't do Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. I don't do any of that. I used to do that when I first started off on this journey. And let me tell you guys, and just, by the way, keep asking questions, guys. I'm reading it, I'm going down it, and I want to answer as many questions as possible. So if you just entered, don't get shy. Just go ahead and type out your questions. I'll go ahead and I'll answer it. But back to you, Noah Bloom. When I first started out on this journey, I got nervous. I got scared because when I first started, I ran Facebook ads for a chiropractor, and first week was good, but after he signed me on, there was some ad fatigue or audience fatigue or something, whatever it's called, and the results stopped coming in. So I was kind of traumatized by that because I just felt like I took someone's money and I wasn't able to deliver the service. So that was crazy. So that was crazy. So that's why I stepped away from running paid ads for a minute. And I just strictly went to content management and creating content. So I actually had like a cool little DSLR camera, and I would go to businesses and film the content, put together content, and then post the content. I did all of that, and I think I was only charging $850 per month. So for this free content, I would drive to the location, create the content, edit the content, post the content, and do all the engagement stuff. So that was a ton of work. But I was just starting out. I was just hustling. I was just doing whatever it takes to make a couple dollars, right? But yeah, I quickly learned that wasn't going to get me to my six-figure business anytime soon. So there obviously needed to be some time change. So no, I don't do any content management. I don't plan on doing any content management. That's a lot of social media. That's more social media management. I don't know how much you can charge. And another thing, Noah Bloom, is what I've realized from content management and social media management is that, yeah, cool, you're managing their social medias, their Instagram, their Facebook, and things like that, and you're creating content, but is that getting them a return on their investment? So you're charging them X amount of dollars, but is your social media management, is that bringing in new customers, right? And it got to the point where I was working with a chiropractor at the time. He was saying, this is just free entertainment. We're posting, cool educational videos, entertaining videos on Instagram, but it's like, yeah, people are watching it, but they're not coming in as customers because they could be from anywhere in the world, right? So that's when I realized, all right, this isn't bringing them new customer. It doesn't make sense for them to pay me $1,000 and they're not getting a new customer. So that's why I stepped away from social media management. Noah, I have dentists that was talking to, and a massive snowstorm hit when we had the call and they missed it. They emailed back saying they were busy. So chances are they are probably not interested. You can keep following up until, what I do is I always keep following up until I say, hey, no, we're not interested, right? I mean, but chances are if they say they're busy, got to talk to the team, got to talk to the wife, got to talk to my husband, got to look at our finances, chances are they're probably not that interested. Otherwise, they would be talking to you, right? If they are interested. So I would continue to follow up if they said they're busy. Try to, send some type of, try to get them to watch your funnel, or send them a free ebook, some type of lead magnet they can read on their own, and then hopefully that will spark some interest and get them to get back in contact with you. Pak 2, do you have experience with GMAS? Would you recommend it put you in spam, or does it put you in spam? So I have used GMAS, Pak. I think it was like $18 or $20 a month or so like that, and we could send out a good amount of messages. As far as does it put you into the spam folder, I don't think GMAS puts you in the spam folder. I think there's other factors that puts you in the spam folder. For example, do you have your email account set up right, as far as, like, I think it's called the SPF, the DKIM. These things you set up in your domain host. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. It's kind of like a way to verify that your email address is legit. It's a secured email being sent out. That's going to help you with avoiding the spam folder. Another factor is if you're using GMAS, then you're probably using Gmail. So what happens is, what Gmail does is it'll look into how old your email account is. So if you just created a new Gmail account, and it's only a week old, and you're sending out 50, 100 to thousands of emails a day, your new email is likely going to get flagged, and it's probably going to be sent into the spam folder. So I wouldn't say it's because of GMAS. I would say it's other factors. So are you personalizing your email? Is your email secured? Is it an aged email? And you can actually purchase aged emails. All you gotta do is search up purchase or aged Gmail accounts for sale and things like that. So there's a lot of other factors that sends you into a spam folder. But what you could do is go to this website. It's called mailtester.com, I believe, or you could just Google it, and then what it'll have you do is type in your email address, and then from there it'll tell you on a score from 1 to 10 how good your email is, and if it's avoiding spam or going into inbox, and it gives you recommendations on what you can do to improve your email score to make sure you get in those inboxes. So hopefully that answers your question. Keep the questions coming, guys. Noah Blue, makes sense. Brand building is a long game, and most smaller businesses aren't focused on that. Yeah, very true. Like, and I'm here in Orange County, guys, and believe me, like social media management out here is pretty important. I see a lot of people do it. I don't know how much they charge for it, because in Orange County, California, for those of you that don't know, there is a ton. Like, we kind of like not revolutionized, but we were like almost pioneers for dessert shops. Like, there are an ice cream, new crazy ice cream shop on like every block in Orange County. If you guys have heard of After's ice cream, it's basically like a donut and ice cream with it. I don't know if it originated from here, but those guys kind of made that go viral. It came from here in Orange County. And so social media management and influencer marketing out here it's a pretty big thing. So yeah, I mean, the brand, man, like, and I could tell, like, these dessert shops are trying to get thousands of followers because, they want to attract new customers through there. So, I mean, I guess it really comes down to your niche at the same time. So, it is a long strategy game. Puck, I'm practicing sales at the moment. In your experience, what is the most common objections you've heard? Something we should practice, prepare for. So the biggest common objections, especially when it comes to marketers, is we have worked with a lot of marketing companies in the past, and we have gotten, we waste a whole lot of money. We don't get results. What makes you different from other marketing companies? Because, mind you, there are a ton of marketers reaching out to businesses every single day. And, not every single marketing company is a good marketing company. They don't specialize in one niche. They kind of just take on every single business, and then they're not able to deliver the results. So, I mean, you should just, I think your sales, if you are practicing sales, like, you shouldn't have to sell your services if you know it works, right? Like, if for example if you are the best like marketer in the world, or even the best whatever it is in your field, and you're able to deliver the results, like, if you are a chiropractor and someone someone's back hurts, and that you can solve that person's problem, then you should be able to speak it with confidence, right? You shouldn't have to like feel like you're selling yourself. They have a problem, you have a solution. And when when you are confident in your results and your services that much, you shouldn't have to feel like you're selling. And that's what I believe. If you're signing on new clients, and if you are feeling like you have to sell yourself, then it just means that your services maybe isn't speaking for itself. Your services and your results should speak for itself, right? And that way you don't really have to sell the service. It's just you're pretty much selling the result. That's what I like to focus on. So if for my tip with you, if you're practicing sales, don't focus on the features. Don't say, hey, my business does XYZ, because the businesses don't care. The only thing businesses care about is whatever they're paying you for. They're not paying you for leads, right? In my case, they're not paying me for leads. They're paying me for new business, money, new clients. So I can bring them, 20 leads, but these 20 leads can be super crappy, right? And then that's not what they're paying for. They're not paying for lead generation. They're paying for clients to grow their business. And when you're able to do that, you shouldn't have to sell yourself, and they're more willing to sign on. So start with being able to deliver the service. So once you feel confident in being able to get results and delivering the service, then you'll be able to speak with that tone with your potential clients. So I hope that is helpful to you, Pak. If you are just entering this free Q&A, just go ahead, type some questions. I'm here for another, I'll stay for another 5-10 minutes or so and answer some questions for you guys. Noah, I love the gelato shops in Orange County. Have you been there I have been there several times. Where are you from, Noah? Are you from around here? That is cool. We have a ton of dessert shops, gelato shops, whatever it is here in Orange County. Come check it out. Not free desserts, but just all types of desserts for you guys. Oh, you're cool. You're from Wisconsin. You visited Orange County, California, right? Because there's two Orange counties, one in California and one Florida. Yeah, Orange County, California is where I'm at. What are your thoughts on targeting home services business such as electricians, plumbers, HVAC, roofers? I can see this niche really needing it in my area. Yeah, most definitely. I think I don't know what the weather is like in Wisconsin, but I would imagine it's cold, right? So any niche that any business or niche that offers some type of free consultation, free estimates, free evaluations. The reason they're offering these free things is because they have a high case value, right? High customer value. So freezing cold, exactly. So these businesses want more businesses, and you can tell them, hey, you're leaving money on the table by not running paid ads. You're leaving a whole lot of money on the table compared to your competitors. They're probably picking up a lot of money because they are running ads, and so you can reach out to them using that angle right there. But yeah, I do know people that target those niches. Like I said, anything that has some type of free consultation, estimates, free evaluations are all good niches. And I think at the end of this month or beginning of next month, I do have a video on top niches to target for digital marketing, and I definitely did include those businesses that you just mentioned. Noah Bloom, what are your main services, by the way, the platform specific ad tools you're getting their businesses set up on? Cool. So Noah, to answer that question, it is very simple. I don't do a whole lot of work each week. I think I put myself in this business, or I work more than I really need to, and just because I love delivering the results, I love seeing my clients happy. Because if my clients are happy, the retention rates are a lot higher. So with that being said, my main services is Google Ads, building funnels, so landing pages, and what else do we offer? Google Ads, funnel building, and that's pretty much it. Yep, that is it. That is it. Google Ads and funnel building. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's all I do. I'm trying to think of if anything else I offer. Landing page, and so what I do. So this is how it works, right? Mr. Business Owner wants new customers, right? Okay, Mr. Business Owner, so this is how we're going to drive traffic. We're going to use Google Ads to drive all the traffic. The reason why we use Google Ads instead of Facebook ads is because Google Ads, when you're searching, if you or me are searching for some type of information, if we're looking for something, if we're looking to retain a service, then we're most likely going on Google to to find that service. So people who are searching on Google have a very much higher intent to hire you for your services than any other platforms. So by using Google, we're going to have red hot leads coming in for you. Now, the thing about Google Ads is that it's very simple to set up, right? You, me, anybody could set up a Google ad campaign. We could set that up. It is very easily done. What people can't do is convert the traffic into leads. So that is what we specialize in, right? So not only are we going to set up the Google Ads for you, but we also have tested and proven high converting landing pages that we send all of our traffic to. And that's going to turn them into leads. So what happens is we get the traffic from Google Ads, send them to the landing page. The landing page has a strong call to action, gets them to call your business and hire you for whatever services that you offer. And that's pretty much it. We go take them from A to B. You make money. It works like clockwork. If you want to make some money, we turn on the campaign. If you have too much work or you want to pause it for a little bit, we just pause the campaign. So it's kind of like a switch. You turn it on, you turn it off. And that's pretty much it right there. And that's how it's that simple. I don't do a whole lot of management. After you set up the whole thing, it doesn't take that much work. All you gotta do is just kind of tweak things here and there, optimize things, but it doesn't take that much work. And that's why I enjoy it. I was doing Facebook ads before where you gotta come up with the creatives, come up with crazy, interesting ad copies, videos, and you gotta test a whole bunch of different ads and things like that. And I don't know. Facebook ads is not for me. I know a lot of people that say that they're successful with Facebook ads. I don't want to knock Facebook ads or anything, but with Google ads, I know that the leads are hot, they have intention, and they're more likely to hire your services, right? So yeah. All right, Sean Mawoza, welcome to the chat. Hopefully you are enjoying the free live Q&A. Hopefully you're following the journey. Anyways, is it best to outsource Facebook ads for you first couple of clients or later down the line when scaling up to 10K per month? So you like to drop service. I think that's a new term. I'll talk about drop servicing later on. But I don't outsource any of the services that I offer at the moment. I like to keep all the profits. Maybe later down the line, I will maybe outsource. But if you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, you can outsource your services to someone that does know what they're doing within your specific niche. Don't just outsource to someone that says they can run Facebook ads, because anybody can run Facebook ads. Find someone that specializes in your business, right? So if your client is a real estate agent, you want to find someone that can run ads specifically that has gotten results for real estate agents. Don't just hire anybody that says that they can run Facebook ads, okay? But yeah, I don't outsource any of my, as far as like fulfilling the service, I fulfill it myself. I do have a sales team, and that's about it. That's all I pretty much outsource. And I have a couple of VAs that help me with some things as far as like prospecting and outreach. But yeah, outsourcing, I don't outsource. I keep the profits, and that's what I like to do. It's probably it's a faster way to scale up to past 10K per month, because you're keeping all the profits as well. So I hope that answers your question, Sean. Noah, what about sending an email such as, "Did you know you are losing money to your competitors," or is that too salesy? I mean, I can't say yes or no. It's something you got to test. However, if you are saying like that, something like that, I don't know, money and free and things, words like that could trigger some type of flag on your email, and then that could get sent into spam. So I mean, I would test it out, but let me know how it goes. And then what you could also do, Noah, is, like I said, use mailtester.com, right? You could type out that message that you just showed me right now, and then Mail Tester will tell you what to do. Once you email them with that message, it's going to tell you, it's going to rate your message and your email and things like that. So, test it out, see how it goes. Noah, you know your stuff. Google employee came into my class last week, and people go on Google with intent, which is what separates them from Facebook. Most definitely. So Google has a lot more intent than Facebook ads. Facebook ads is what they call disrupting ads. That's falls under the category of TV commercials, radio, billboards, and things like that, because they're trying to stop whatever you're doing and get your attention, right? So, these people don't have a lot of intent. It's good for brand awareness and things like that. And, you could land a couple new clients from that. But people on Google, we're physically searching for someone to help us with our problem. So that is why you're able to take these leads and turn them into clients a lot faster than you would with Facebook ads and things like that. And, one of the main problems and complaints that I hear from business owners is that leads are crap, right? Your leads are crap. And that's like the number one reason, one of the number one reasons why a client will stop working with you is if the leads aren't good. So if you're running Facebook ads for, your business owner, and let's say you sent them 50 new leads, great. That's a whole lot of leads, 50 new leads, but none of them were good leads, and none of them turned into money for your client. So it doesn't matter, right? They're not paying you for leads, they're paying you for clients. Even though you offer lead generation services, it is also your responsibility to make sure that your client is making money, because if they're not making money, they can't pay you. So don't just think that, all right, hey, I got you 50 new leads, I charge $1,500 a month. It doesn't justify anything, because they're not making any money. You're in the marketing industry is because you're helping a business market to make money, not get leads. It doesn't matter. Leads don't matter. 50 leads is great and all, but did it turn into money for your client? And that's what it comes to. It's all about the end result, right? So whenever you are prospecting, or you are on a sales call, you want to focus on the end result. That's why they don't care about what you do, what your features are. You could go on and on about that and explain to them, make it more clear. But at the end of the day, can you get results? Can you make them more money? That's all that matters. All right, Noah, out of curiosity, how many hours do you work daily, weekly? I mean, I don't really keep track, Noah, but best believe I do have a lot of time when I want to have more time. I tell you, it's not past 10 hours. I mean, I check every single day, maybe 20 minutes. Maybe if I get an email from a client saying, hey, they might have some questions or some concerns, I'll just reply to that. And then as far as like the management side, once you have that set up and it's like running successfully, it's very minor tweaks that I got to do. Like I said, the most of the work comes from when you first sign them on as a client, because you got to build a campaign, you got to optimize your campaign, you got to make sure it's running correctly and getting results, and then you kind of just tweak it here. Like, all right, what devices are good? Are they getting more leads from mobile device users or desktop users? What location are the good leads are coming from? What keywords are good leads are coming from? And once you figure that out, it's really just automated. Like everything's just automated. It's so simple. And that's why I like Google Ads better, because Facebook ads, you constantly have to think of new creatives, video ideas, images, ideas, and things like that. This is just very straightforward. It's really easy. That's how I'm able to have this this live call with you guys. And by the way, if you guys are in this live call, you guys are enjoying this, I'm already past like 6 minutes here. I should be leaving soon. Give this live call a thumbs up. I see it at 0 right now. That means you guys are just asking questions in the room. But if you guys are getting some type of value out of this, give it a thumbs up, because it really helps out with the YouTube algorithms. Thank you. 2 likes. Thank you. Hey, there's 9 of you guys. I expect this to go up by the end of this video. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I forgot to tell you guys. All right, so Juicy 58. I am in Orange County, Florida. Awesome. I'm seriously thinking about helping my local dermatology with their social media. Yeah, definitely dermatologist is something that is in the cosmetic field. If it's in the cosmetic field, then obviously having social media is a very, very strong presence. I understand that, because they want to see results, like especially with cosmetics. Like if it's anything with cosmetics, you want to be able to see the results. Like just because you said, the doctor said, hey, I can fix your nose, or I can make your skin clear, like that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like potential clients and customers, they want to see before and after pictures. So social media management or creating content for anything in the cosmetic field is powerful. It's very helpful, I would say, compared to any other type of niche. So if you do plan on going anything with cosmetics, I think content creating is a good service to offer. And then you could charge even more and upsell them with leads, right? So hey, you now have great content, you have now great before and after pictures, but no one is seeing them. So we can drive traffic to this, so that people can see it and see how great of a work you do, and from there we can get you new clients. All right, so hopefully that answers your question Juice 58. Sean, what's been your most effective outreach client acquisition strategy besides inbound leads or referrals? Video looms are working for me right now, but I still get relatively low response. So what are you currently doing, Sean? Like you're shooting personalized video looms and then you're sending out to businesses, or what are you doing? I think if you are doing that strategy right there, I think it's a powerful strategy. But what I like to say is focus on volume. So whatever you're doing right now, do more. So if you're sending out 100, outreaches a day or a week or whatever, get it up, like get it to in the thousands. Because right now, that's when I finally realized that, because I was in the same square as you guys when I first started out. I was sending, I was manually typing 50 messages a day and sending them out, and that's not enough. Like that's not enough of a sample size. There are millions of businesses in the US alone. So open your mind like up to the world and things like that, right? Like I was just focusing on local businesses, local mom and pop shops and things like that. But it's really a numbers game. So you really need to up your numbers game and focus on volume. And anybody who knows anything about prospecting strategies it's going to tell you that. It's focus on volume. It doesn't, you're going to get a low response rate. Like for me, I send out thousands of messages a day. We send over like maybe 10,000 messages a month. And I want to say our response rate, like positively, maybe like around 1%, maybe even less than 1%. And I'm sending out tens of thousands of messages in a very competitive niche as well. But 1%, like that's pretty much like that's it. You know what I mean? But my most effective outreach client acquisition. So a lot of people ask me, do I run paid ads, cold calls, cold emails, and things like that? I think cold emails is an effective strategy, because you can automate that. and you can get thousands of emails out, but you just gotta do it the right way. Cold calls, I don't do cold calls because I don't like doing calls and I don't like being on the phone, and it takes up too much time. And I don't think it's a very effective idea unless you also have a system in place and have someone hired. They're called appointment setters. You can find them in Facebook groups or Upwork and things like that. They'll make phone calls for you. And if you can have that option to do that, then do that method. But I wouldn't recommend you cold calling yourself unless you have the time. You're just starting out, and it's a numbers game. So that's that. But my most effective outreach client acquisition is just messaging them on any platform. So what I like to do is I like to figure out where my potential clients are hanging out, because there's a quote by Denzel Washington. For those of you who don't know, he's an actor. I've been listening to him the entire last year. He kept on saying this quote: if you hang out in the barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut, or something like that. And at first that made no sense to me, but I thought about it. And what that means is if you put yourself in a place where your clients are hanging out, then eventually you should be able to sign on the client. So go to where your clients are, give value, give as much value, contact as many people as possible, volume, and then drive them to some type of, whatever value you're offering, get their trust and things like that. And then from there, it's going to be a lot easier. But yeah, low response rates is going to happen. Just keep tweaking your messages and things like that to see how you can increase your response rate. Juicy 58. The question is, how long does it normally take to come up with a campaign, and how often are you bidding for keyword searches? So it's a one-time thing. And by now I already specialize in a niche. So I'm already able to replicate the results. So every time I sign a new client, like, the system is already there. I pretty much just plug and play, and that's pretty much what's in my course. It's all pretty much set up. You just take it, you plug it in, you play it, and it just starts working pretty much. So, like, once it's set up, I mean, it's not often that I do bidding for keyword searches and coming up with a campaign, because all of it's already pretty built. Obviously, the bidding on a keyword is going to vary depending on the location that the business is in. So that's always going to change and things like that. And I just do a quick little Google keyword bidding research, and it'll tell me how much I should bid to make sure that our ads is at the top of Google. So it doesn't take that long. Like I said, most of the work just comes at the beginning, just building out the campaign. But once you have it built out, automated and things like that, then it's pretty much automated. It doesn't take that much work, you don't gotta do that much stuff. Jesus Torres, what's up, brother? Should you pick a niche when it's just starting out? When I first started out, I had no idea what I was doing. I tried to go for my local mom and pop pet grooming stores. I quickly found out that my local pet grooming shops didn't have money to pay $1,500 a month plus ad spend, so I was crazy. So what I would do is I would try to niche down. That would be the main objective, is to select a niche that you could say that you specialize in. That is very helpful. But if you don't know, then just start out with a variety of niches and see what works best for you. My biggest tip to you, Jesus, is give me a thumbs up on this video real quick. But my advice to you when you are picking a niche is go with a niche that is an affluent niche. And an affluent niche, for those of you that don't know, are people who can afford your services. Don't go for your local mom and pop pet grooming stores, because they cannot afford your services. All right, don't even bother, don't even try. And an affluent niche are businesses that have money. And these businesses, most likely they're offering some kind of free consultation, free evaluation, free estimates. Those are the businesses that we want to go after. Those are the people that can afford for your marketing, for your services. Okay, so hopefully that is helpful. And beginning of next month, or at the end of this month, I will have a list of niches for you guys. I think I got like 20-30 niches for you guys to pick from. So hopefully that is helpful. All right, if you guys are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's only at 4 right now. There's 9 of y'all, so somebody's not watching, or someone's not pressing that damn thumbs up button. Juicy 58, relating to your Google Ads training video, relating to how long does it normally take relating to Google? I think I already explained that in the last one. Noah Bloom, one last question if you have time. Man, I'm over time, but it's okay. There's a lot of you guys here, so I'm willing to do this with you guys. What sort of funnels do you create for clients? Just a simple email collection link. Thanks for the call. So Noah, very simple, brother. It's very simple when it comes to, you know, a brick and mortar business. All it really is the landing page and the thank you page. That is it. So that is the funnel right there. So you know, it's not anything crazy. It's not a crazy funnel, right? It's let me see what my answer. Okay, yeah, it's nothing crazy. You drive the traffic to the landing page. The landing page is what makes them want to become a lead. They can submit their information, or they can do the call to action and call the phone number, which links them directly to the business where they can hire them. But if they opt in and submit their information, you know, phone, name, email, and phone number, it then takes them to a thank you page where, you know, hey, you know, thank you for your submission. And then on the thank you page, what most people don't do is that's it, right? All right, thank you for your submission. Thank you for submitting your information. That's it. But that is not a good lead. A lead is when a good lead is when we want these leads, we want people to call into our businesses, because if they call into businesses, the business has a greater opportunity to close this lead and turn them into a client. So on the thank you pages, it's very important that you have a call to action. So say something like, thank you for your submission. By the if you want to speak to, you know, a chiropractor or doctor, a realtor, an attorney right now, call this number. And then you can even make it even a sweeter deal by having some kind of incentive. So call now for 20% off, call now for a free back massage, call now for something, right? Anything that's going to get them to call in, because that's the most important part. Inbound calls are much more powerful than people who just submit their information. That's it. So the main goal is to get them to call into our businesses. That is what we want. All right. Let's see here. Jorgen, what is up, brother? All the way from Norway. What is up, man? Thank you for the video testimonial. I have not gotten to watch it yet. Hopefully it's great. I look forward to seeing your video testimonial. I'm super excited, and thank you so much for, you know, just trusting me to help you out and things like that. And yeah, man, thank you for the video testimonial. I'm gonna check it out sometime today when I have time. I'm kind of on the go right now, but there's a bunch of you guys asking questions, and I'm willing to stay and help you guys out. But Jorgen, all the way from Norway, thank you, brother. Noah, mobile app isn't showing. Mobile app isn't showing as option. Not sure what that means, brother. Mobile app. Yeah, I don't. Mobile app. Yeah, I'm not sure. If you can break that down for me a little bit, Noah, then I will be able to answer that for you. Pot, gotta bounce, but keep up the good work. Jordan, super valuable. Hey, I'm here for you guys. This is what I'm trying to do. If you guys enjoy these live Q&A, just request it. Make sure you guys show up on time and things like that, and have questions ready. Then I'll be more than happy to hop on these calls with you guys. Noah Ward, thanks so much for the advice, Jordan. This live call was very helpful. Hopefully we can do another one sometime. Yes, man. Just let me know if I get enough requests, then I will be more than happy to do this for you guys. Been watching your vids for around a month, and every video is value packed. Just top the list. Appreciate it, Sean. I'm trying to give as much value as possible. Just ask whatever questions. I'm more than willing to help. If you know I don't have a live Q&A call, then just comment on my video. Whatever questions you have, I always get back to all my comments. I'm not like some big, you know, million subscriber, not even in the thousands, not even at 500 yet. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to you guys. If you guys have any questions, just give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. That's all I ask from you guys. Where I wasn't able to like to is oh, okay, gotcha, Noah. Yeah, if you can't like it, then you're probably you're on your mobile device. You gotta sign in to like the video probably. So most like the chances are you're probably not signed into your YouTube account or something. I don't know. That's probably it. Mario, Jordan, thanks. This was on point. I appreciate it, Mario. I appreciate you being on this live call with me, but I got to go. Been here 20 minutes after the 30-minute mark. Hopefully this video was super helpful to you guys. I plan on doing more. If this is what you guys want, just request it. Leave in the comments, leave in my Facebook group. Let me know what days, what time works best for you guys. I would love to jump on more calls and connect with you guys and help you guys out with whatever you guys need. All right, but until the next video, I'll see y'all soon. Peace.